Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I am going to be giving you my 5-star predictions. So this is a new thing that I'm going to be doing on my channel. I'm going to be doing 2 this year. So the first 6 months and then the last 6 months of the year, I'm going to be giving you 12 predictions. So these are just books that I think when I read them, they are going to be 5-star books. And I kind of think with this that you're kind of setting yourself up to fail a little bit, because that if this book doesn't live up to your expectations whatsoever, then it's just even more a disappointment for you than if you just kind of go into reading a book with no expectations whatsoever. But these are books that I really am convinced that they will be amazing and I will love them. So let's just start the video. Number 1 is The Vanishing Stair by Maureen Johnson. At the time that I'm filming this video, I do not have my copy yet, but it is on the way from Amazon and I'm very, very excited to read it. It is in my February TBR, and I read Truly Devious and that was a 5-star book, and The Vanishing Stair is the sequel to Truly Devious. So I'm thinking that this book has to be a 5-star, otherwise just what is the author doing? Because the first book was so amazing and I loved it so much that if this book fails to meet my expectations, it will ruin the whole series for me. So it has got to be 5 stars. The second book is Two Can Keep a Secret by Karen McManus. Her first book, One of Us is Lying, that was amazing and it was 5 stars for me, and people have actually said that this one is even better. So it doesn't like carry on a series, it's another standalone, but it is a mystery, and if you watch my videos, you know that I love mysteries. So if this book doesn't meet my 5-star expectations, I'm going to be so sad, because I have waited for this for so long, and now that I have my copy, I cannot wait to read this. Once I finish reading Children of Blood and Bone, which hopefully by the time this goes up I have. So hopefully by the time this goes up, I will have already read this. So yeah, I can let you know kind of when it goes up what I think about it and if it is 5 stars. The next book is The Similars by Rebecca Hanover. This is a new release, and honestly I don't actually know if it was in my most anticipated books for January to March. I'm thinking that it was, but if it wasn't, I'm pretty sure that I found out about it kind of after I'd done the video and after I posted it. But this book just sounds amazing. It's all about clones and people meeting the clone of themselves. So now that I've got my copy for it, I am so excited, and I'm very excited for this plot because it's unlike something that I've ever read before, so I'm really hoping that this is a 5-star. The next book is A Question of Homes, which is the 4th book in the Charlotte Holmes series. I have read all 3 of the first 3 books in the series. I read them one after the other, and although that the second book was a little bit of a letdown, it is still an amazing series, and I am pretty sure that the 4th book is the season for the... And I'm pretty sure that the 4th book is the finale of the series, so I am very excited to see where it wraps up, and I'm really hoping that the series goes out with a bang and it doesn't just like plop like the second book compared to the first book. So I don't want to see like a pattern with like the first book being amazing, second book being really awful, third book being amazing, and 4th book awful. So I am hoping that this book is a 5-star. But, you know, you never know. The 5th book is Warrior of the Wild by Tricia Levenseller. Tricia Levenseller wrote Daughter of the Pirate King and Daughter of the Siren Queen, and I absolutely love that series. So I am very excited for this one to come out as well. I can't remember when it comes out, but this has got to be 5 stars. I'm pretty sure it's a standalone and not part of like a sequel or a series. But I'm very excited. The plot sounds amazing, so if you haven't read the plot, go and read it, because you definitely need to get a copy of this book, and hopefully this will be 5 stars. Next is The Sun Is Also a Star by Nicola Yoon. I have never read this book. I only got it like last summer, even though it's been out for a good few years. I'm pretty sure there's even a film. Not too sure, but I have never read this, even though that there is so much hype around Nicola Yoon's writing. So I am anticipating this is going to be 5 stars. I have seen mixed reviews about it, so I am kind of on the edge about this one, but I am hoping that it does reach the 5-star expectation. Next is They Both Die at the End by Adam Silvera. I don't actually think I've ever read any of his books. I have What If It's Us by him and Becky Albertelli, who I also have never read one of her books. So I'm very excited. Loads of people had loads of hype about his writing, so I hope that I love it just as much, and I hope that this one is a 5-star book. I'm very excited about the plot. It just sounds really, really good. It is based on 2 characters who are basically meeting their end day, which I believe is just their last day on Earth, and they want to have one last great adventure before they leave. So this book I'm really hoping is 5 stars. Next is That Night by Amy Giles. I got this book a couple of months ago. I'm not actually sure when it came out, but it is quite a recent one. I know that this one was definitely a 2018 book because I have had it for a couple of months, but I just haven't got around to picking it up. I believe it's a mystery thriller, so this has got to be 5 stars, otherwise I'm just gonna sit there and cry basically. But this one does sound really, really good, and I'm very excited for it. Next is Furyborn by Claire Legrand. Oh, and this one has deckled edges. I have 2 books with deckled edges. I love this. So yeah, this is a book that has had so much hype around it. Claire Legrand's also just brought out another book called The Salt Kill Girls, and I do want to get myself a copy of that and actually read her writing. So very excited for that. But this has its sequel coming out this year, so I need to read this soon. But this book, like I said, has had so much hype around it, so I'm really hoping I like it. Even though I'm not the biggest fantasy fan, I am kind of delving into that world a little bit more now, so I'm hoping that I love this one so I can then carry on with the series. The next book is Paper Ghost by Julia Herbelin. This book I've had it over a year now. It was actually a Waterstones signed edition, and I picked this up when I was working at Waterstones because I kept seeing a lot of people buying it and it did really intrigue me. This is a kind of like detective cop type book, and I'm thinking that it is going to be 5 stars. I don't really read a lot of adult books, and this is obviously an adult fiction. I read a lot of YA, so I am hoping that it doesn't make me bored in a way, just because that I don't think that there's really a lot of difference in the 2 genres, but you never know. So, but I do think that this one is going to be a 5-star book, especially with how much I love detectives and mysteries and all of that shazazz. So hopefully this one will live up to my expectations. Next is To Best the Boys. This is coming out in April, I believe. I think it's coming out on the 4th of April, and I am very, very excited for this book. I have it on pre-order, so hopefully it will come out as soon as, well, it will come to me as soon as it's come out, and I am anticipating that this book is going to be a 5-star read. It sure does look good on the cover, and the synopsis looks amazing for it, so I am really hoping that this lives up to my 5-star expectation. And the last book in this video is We Told 6 Lies, which I believe is another mystery thriller book. So you know how much I love these, so I'm hoping that this will be another fave of mine, especially in the mystery thriller genre. So this comes out in a couple of months, I believe. I do have it on pre-order. I can't remember the exact date that it comes out, but yeah, I think that you should definitely go check it out, have a look when it comes out, and read the plot for yourself and see whether you'd be interested. So I just think by the synopsis, this just sounds right up my street, and I do really believe that I would give this 5 stars, and I'm really hoping that I'm not disappointed. So that's the 12 books that I'm anticipating will all be 5-star reads. I really hope that all of them are, but I will check in with you and let them know if any of them do fulfill those expectations, or if they don't. Fingers crossed they do, because I really do want a load of 5-star reads this year and a load of books that go to the top of my favourites list. So hopefully these ones will be in that list. So like I said at the start of this video, I will be doing another one of these videos in 6 months time. So like I said, I will be doing 2 of these this year. The next one will come in July, and it will just be the bottom end of the year, just in case other books come out. Like, I know that The Toll is meant to come out by Neil Shusterman, which is the 3rd book in the Arc of Scythe series. So that could be possibly on that list, because that should be a 5-star read, but I'm not saying it anymore, because that we still do have like 5 months until that next slot for that video. So yeah, so I'm going to get to these books in the next 6 months. Some are new releases, some are old releases from either a year ago or a couple of years. So hopefully they'll all live up to expectations, and yeah, this video will be happening again in July. So I hope that you've enjoyed my video, and I will see you again very soon. Bye!